Hello everybody, it's Miss Dana with our very first fall 2020 virtual story time. Welcome everybody. I'm excited to do my first video. It's been a while since we've had a story time. I'm downstairs in our community room and it even looks like there is a moon up above me. That is the light. So I guess it's very fitting that it is a moon story time. I really think about the moon a lot in the fall for some reason. I guess when it gets colder out, you can see things a lot clearer, all of the stars and the moon. So it gets me very excited to talk about the moon. And hopefully you all have your craft bags home with you so you could do the craft with me later on. But first we're going to share a story called Kitten's First Full Moon by Kevin Henkes. And there is, I have to think backwards when I'm doing a video, there is an award on here for all of the pictures. It won a Caldecott medal. So it's always been one of my favorites to share with little ones when we talk about the moon. Have you ever seen a reflection of the moon in the water and you feel like you can actually touch it? That's what happens to Kitten in this story. Kitten gets very confused because Kitten sees a reflection in the water of the moon and feels like it's a bowl of milk. And the kitten can drink it. There's nothing that a kitten loves more than a bowl of milk. But can the kitten really drink the moon in its reflection in the water? Not really. So Kitten gets very confused in this story. So I hope that you enjoy it. Again, it's Kitten's First Full Moon by Kevin Henkes. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky. Oh, she wanted it. So she closed her eyes and she stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But did she get the moon or the milk? No. Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. Even the glow from the fireflies looks like milk. Still, there it was, the little bowl of milk, just waiting for her to taste. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. Oh no, but Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Oh, poor Kitten. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. She really wanted it so badly. You think she'll get it next time? I don't know, let's see. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. She can't catch it. Poor Kitten. You see her face? Oh, she's so sad. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting to be tasted. Kitten doesn't look like she's going to give up. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. That's a pretty good idea. Do you think she can reach the moon from there? I don't know. Oh, but Kitten, as soon as she got to the top, she couldn't reach the bowl of milk, and now she was scared. Poor Kitten. What could she do? Kittens do sometimes climb up really high and they get really scared. They can't get back down very easily. Oh, there's the reflection. There in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. Oh, what a lucky night! Is that really a bowl of milk in that water, though? Is it? No. Well, she forgot how afraid she was. She raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond, and she leaped with all of her might. Oh no. Do cats like to get wet? Not really. I think she's in for a terrible surprise. Oh, poor kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. It wasn't a delicious bowl of milk at all. Oh, her eyes are so round like the moon. She's so scared and doesn't understand. She's confused. So she went back home. Oh, poor kitten. But guess what? There was a great big bowl of milk on the porch waiting for her. Just perfect and waiting for her. Thank goodness her people took care of her, right? Her family. Oh, what a lucky kitten. Now she can sleep with a full, nice belly underneath the light of the moon. Kevin Henkes is a really good author. If you liked this story, we have some other books here in the library by him too that you might like. And they're really beautifully illustrated, a lot of them. So hopefully you have your craft bag at home and you can make a full moon of your own to hang in your room. I made one ahead of time so you could see. It's really shiny. I love it. When the light reflects off of it, it gets very, very pretty. So you need tin foil to make it shiny like that. And I'm sure you have some in your kitchen. And you need sequins, shiny things. And I gave you some of that in your bag. And also I gave you some bigger gems too. So in case you want to make a face on your moon, sometimes people think that they see a face in the moon, that there could be a man in the moon or a lady in the moon, or maybe even a kid in the moon. And they think that they see a face. So you can make a face on your moon. You could use the bigger gems for eyes and the little sequins to make a mouth if you want. Or you can just do a design like I did and just put the sparkles all over the place. Whatever you want to do, it's your moon. So you can do whatever you want. But also you need glue to put all of the sequins and the sparkly things on to your moon. And you'll need a hole puncher, or you can just, maybe your parents can help you with that, to punch a hole in the top, because then you also need a pipe cleaner, which I put in the bag. So you can make it into a loop and hang it and put it through the punched circle in the top. So let's start from the beginning. And you have a moon. It's really a circle that I traced onto cardstock, so it's a little thicker than regular paper, so it doesn't tear easily. So I thought that would be better. And then you just have your parent help you with scissors, and you're going to cut out the circle on the line. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just cut all around until you have a nice big circle moon. And we're going to talk about later too that the moon doesn't always look like a full moon circle. A harvest moon which is what I named this story time, usually is a beautiful, big, bright, golden or white moon that you see in the sky. And it's quite beautiful. I love full moons. And when there is no moon at all, that's another phase of the moon. So I have an activity that will show you what the moon looks like. Sometimes it looks like a banana. I love bananas. They're usually what I have in the morning for breakfast. But let's see. Now I have my circle moon. Looks pretty cool, like with the light behind me, right? It almost looks like it is shining. So you have your beautiful circle. Then you take your tin foil. I did mine ahead of time. But you just tear a sheet off and you wrap it around your circle, and you can fold it any which way. The back will look a little bumpy. It doesn't matter, because you really won't see that when you hang it up in your room. But you just fold it all around and make sure your circle still comes through, and then it will look really, really shiny. It's very, very fun that something from your kitchen can be so beautiful, and you could use it for crafts. You could do other things with tin foil too if you want. So then you have all of your shiny sequin sparkles or your gems that you can add to your moon, and just use dots of glue. Just put a whole bunch of dots. So then you know, and kind of make a pattern or whatever you want. You can make a picture or a face, and you could draw with the glue where you want to put all of your sequins and your gems. I just did dots all over, and then I put my sequins on. And then the very last step, once that is dry, then you take a hole punch or have your parents help you to put a hole right in the top. You decide where you want the top of your moon to be. And you click and punch a hole. And then you can slide your pipe cleaner in and then twist it at the top to make a loop. Then you can hang it anywhere you want in your room. And then when you go to sleep at night, you can see your own full moon. I hope you have fun with it. It's a really fun, simple project to do. And then you can have your own moon. I also put something else fun in your materials bag. It's kind of a cookie challenge. If you like Oreos, you should have your family buy a package of Oreos and then try this all together, because there are eight phases of the moon. So you don't want to eat 8 tops of Oreo cookies. That could give you a bellyache. So make sure you do it, slowly, I guess. You don't need to have it all done at one time, this project. But I have in your package a phases of the moon picture. So you can eat the tops of the Oreos to turn them into the phases of the moon. This one, the new moon, you don't have to eat it all. So really it's just 7 cookies that you'll have to nibble. But that one is just a plain Oreo. I did them myself too. So that's just when you can't see the moon at all when it's in that phase. It's all dark. Then the next phase is a crescent moon. You see, that's the one that looks like a banana. And then the next one after that is a half moon. That is the last quarter one, I think it's called. No, first quarter. See how I nibbled the top of the Oreo and then I nibbled 1/2 of the cream, so it looks like half of the moon. Here's my crescent. I forgot to show you my crescent. So I nibbled the top of the cookie and then I nibbled the frosting until it looked like a banana, a crescent moon. The next one is a little bit complicated and has a very silly name. It's called a gibbous moon. So that's when it's 3/4. So it's almost all the way full, but not quite. That's this one. I nibbled that one too. I didn't eat all the cookies, actually. I have to be honest. My husband helped me. I only ate 4 cookie tops because I didn't want to get a bellyache. And my husband helped me eat the other 4 or 3. And here is my full moon. There it is. So I took on the cookie challenge, and I hope all of you will too. Maybe you might even want to take a picture of it and send it to me. I'd love to see it. That'd be really, really fun. And the other project idea that I have that's really fun is kind of a science project. And you have these materials in your kitchen too. It's flour and baby oil. And all you have to do is mix 4 cups of flour. I gave you the recipe in your bag, so your parents will know how to do it. And a 1/2 cup of baby oil. And when you mix it together, it feels so soft in your hands, and you can sculpt it. It almost becomes a little bit, not really Play-Doh, but a little softer, a softer kind of dough. It will feel really good on your hands. And it almost looks like the moon's surface. Even though it's cloud dough, that's what it's called. When you pack it in to either a round pan that your mom or dad has in their kitchen, you can make it look like a moon. And you can pinch little craters in to kind of make it look like the moon, because the moon isn't completely flat. It has lots of craters in it. So if you can pack that cloud dough, after you play with it for a while, it's fun to feel it on your hands, and you put it inside that pan, you can actually pretend that it's the moon. You could do an experiment. You can create those bumps and craters. If you stand up really tall and you drop pebbles on it, you can pretend that they're asteroids in space coming in and landing on the moon and creating those craters. So the reason why that happens on the moon doesn't have a very safe atmosphere, but we have a safer atmosphere where asteroids don't really come that often to create craters on our planet. The Earth is a little more protected, but the moon is very out and open in space. So a lot of things that fly around in space sometimes land on the moon and create those craters. So you can create your own craters with your cloud dough moon. I think it'd be really fun. And if you want to take pictures of that too, that would be great too. It'd be really fun for me to see all that you're doing, because I miss seeing you all. But hopefully you enjoyed this video and all of the activities that I had planned. And we're going to be doing apple picking next week. So hopefully you're all signed up for that too. And I would be very happy to give you materials for that as well. Just email me and sign up, and then I'll make sure I have everything ready for you for next time. All right, everybody. So nice to see you, hopefully soon in the library. And I'll see you next week. Okay, take good care. Bye.